Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online guide, where in this video we're taking a close look at the Kosatka, a drivable full-size submarine in GTA Online. Yes, that's right, for those who aren't in the know, this thing that we all thought wouldn't be a drivable machine is a drivable machine, and wow, it really is as good as the $9 million price tag for the top-end model. Well, it's bad if you don't like spending money, but yeah, anyways. So where to begin? The Kosatka is a fully drivable submarine with the same controls as all of the other submarines in the game. It can steer in all directions, raise and lower its depth, and go pretty much wherever you want, so long as it can actually fit. This thing is massive, and comes with all the problems that you would expect it to. Visibility around the vessel is very limited, it is rather slow, and has the turning circle of the Titanic. It'll also beach itself if you're not careful on driving it. However, on top of this, you also have the option to fast travel for the cost of $10,000 per teleportation. Very handy if you want to go on the other side of the map in a pinch. While under the surface, the Kosatka is invisible to other players on radar unless it's been picked up by sonar. More on that later. It can fire torpedoes out of the front for those times where you may have a disagreement with other captains, and they can take quite the beating, with the defense to survive up to 12 Oppressor Mark II rockets before blowing up. It's more than enough time for a diver to submerge in defense. Though it is rather weak against the likes of the Hydra machine guns, which, let's face it, everything is. Torpedoes aren't the only thing the submarine is packing heat with. It also has a periscope which also doubles as a homing missile launcher. Yeah, this thing sucks. But it also has guided missiles. These things rock! The guided missile has an effective range of about half the length of the map, so while it can't reach all corners of the world like the orbital cannon can, unlike the orbital cannon, it doesn't cost as much to use. As in nothing at all. On top of that, it only has a 1-minute cooldown before you can use it again. Up to 2 people can use the launcher at once, effectively making the submarine have a 30-second fire rate, which, for these things, is absolutely insane. Not only can the missiles travel at exceedingly high speed, they can also turn on a dime, and will take down pretty much anything with wings. On top of that, the missiles have a seemingly unlimited flight time, so the operator of a missile can take all the time in the world to use the missile as reconnaissance, to then crash it into its intended target. The guided missiles, as well as the periscope launcher, require the vessel to be surfaced in order to be used, and yes, this does mean that when attempting to use the missiles, it does make you rather vulnerable to attack. That is, unless you have someone on the missile launcher and someone at the driver's seat. What you can do is start off with the submarine under the water where it's protected and hidden, have it surface, quickly fire off a shot, and then have the submarine immediately submerge to become protected by the waves once again. All while still having full control of the missile by the operator. And yes, it is as overpowered as you might think it is. It is a bit glitchy though. Let's say the submarine is currently underwater and there's a missile operator sat in his seat. The submarine surfaces and the operator still can't use the missile. They have to get out of the seat and then get back into the seat for it to work again. So what me and my friend did is have him at the driver's seat and me stood next to the gunner seat ready to sit in the seat. He tells me when it's time to fire off a shot, I quickly get in the seat, fire off the shot, and then let him know it's good to submerge again. He submerges and, well, yeah, we've got a submerged vessel which is controlling a missile. Doing this makes for a near indestructible tactic, and I can't help but feel this is a little overpowered, maybe? Just a little. A lot. Yeah, a lot. I think this will probably be the meta for tryhards looking to get a high kill death ratio, but We'll see. Just another reason for people to rage quit out of playing GTA Online and begging for a new GTA game altogether. Because now it's going to be common for you to be driving down the road and, oh geez, why is there a random stray missile flying above my head? But I digress. When you're done laughing your head off blowing up tryhard with overpowered submarine missiles, you can check out the range of extra amenities such as the inclusion of scuba gear that you can pick up very quickly for you to then go out for a dive while the submarine is still in mid-dive. Or better yet, make use of not one, but two submarines. One of them being available as part of the submarine package in the form of the Kraken Avisa and the Pegasi Toreador, which is purchased separately from the Kosatka. The Kosatka has a space at the rear of the vessel which acts very similar to a garage but can seemingly only house the Toreador since that itself is a submarine. Try and purchase any other vehicle to put in the Kosatka and it won't appear as a selectable garage. You might be able to store vehicles like the Stromberg inside the Kosatka, but I haven't tested this so I can't say if it's possible or not. This is something that's going to have to be tested out by someone else. The submarine that comes with the Kosatka isn't really anything to write home about. It doesn't even let you customize the thing unlike the Toreador, so I'm guessing it's just for pleasure use only. What is customizable is the helicopter that you can also get in the form of the Sparrow, though to be honest the only things that you can put on it is either machine guns or rockets and also change the colour on it. The helicopter itself isn't really anything to write about anyways, at least from what I've currently seen. The submarine can be used for a variety of things other than blowing up tryhards. It's also the place in which all of the heist activity for the Pero Loco whatchamacallit heist activity, making this a barrier of entry if you are wanting to take part in the heist. It also has a sonar which can be used for searching for players who are also under the waves and also for searching for hidden crates that are dotted under the ocean surface around the map. However, due to the Kosatka's slow top speed, acceleration and turning, it's much easier and faster to use the likes of the Toreador as that also has a sonar yet moves like 10 times as quick as the Kosatka. One strange thing about sonars is that only the owner of the vehicle can make use of the sonar. This goes for both the Kosatka and any other submersible vehicle from what we've seen. I have no idea why this is, but that's that I guess. In any case, the boxes are pretty much useless. You get a bit of money and XP for collecting them, but not that much. They offer the same reward from what I've seen every time you collect one, and there's no super reward for collecting all 10 in a day. Bummer, dude. That's the Kosatka, a drivable friggin' submarine. It has its problems for good and for bad, mostly in terms of balance, but it's a drivable friggin' submarine, dude! In any case, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you can stay tuned for further videos in the future. See you around, folks.